So never a doubt, right? Never a doubt.
No, never doubted.
Felt good the whole way. You guys were at the game. Total confidence from the start.
Yeah, I didn't leave like all the other people, but
I didn't see people leaving, but everybody keeps saying
I
that.
felt like there was a good 25% leaving after Justin Fields made that long run in the fourth quarter. People felt like it was over, but
I didn't leave, but I definitely thought it was over. I just, with 4 minutes, did one of these and thought, I can't believe we just lost to the Bears at home.
Well, they take 8 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock on that second to last drive, and it's like 4 minutes left. You're down 12. Man, this is not looking good.
They were doing exactly what the Lions do to every team. Just these long drives, just destroying the clock, keeping possession. But I definitely had some doubts during that game. Goff was just having a horrible game. One of those just like the games you throw away immediately after the game.
Yeah.
And I just, with 4 minutes left though, I thought, okay, if they can score here before the 2-minute warning, maybe we got a shot with 3 timeouts. And they moved the ball so fast and scored and gave us a little bit of hope, and it all worked out.
How many times as Lions fans have we seen that play out at our expense, and it was us who turned it around?
So many times.
So many.
Play 56 perfect minutes and then blow it all in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So what do we take away? Are we taking anything away from this game by Goff? He had 3 picks, could have been 5, really. I mean,
Yeah, he really did. He threw like 2 other picks that didn't get caught.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we'll see on Thursday, right? Like I think a lot of quarterbacks have games like this. It just happens once in a while, and we'll see how he bounces back, and that'll be the measure. But I'm not too worried.
it's good to know that Goff can look really, really good and we can win, and he can look really, really bad and we can still win. So that's nice to see because they're in every game, even when he's playing that bad.
All right, since I always get labeled the pessimist of the group, I'm not worried about Goff. I'm not worried about the offense. I'm worried about the defense. And over the last 2 games, I'm trying to remember the stats, 49 first downs, almost 800 yards, and 56 points to the Bears and the Chargers. 2 teams that aren't juggernauts.
But I think the defense didn't play as bad as maybe it looked because of all those turnovers.
Okay, let
and
me
they,
ask
and
you
they only
this.
gave up a few field goals, 10 points off of all those
Do you
turnovers.
think that defense can stop the Eagles in the playoffs?
No.
Yeah, that's all I kept thinking. If they can't stop Fields, who's a great running quarterback, you factor in all these great weapons that Philly has on top of the Bears, plus a running quarterback, and I don't know. I don't want to look too far ahead. I still want to go week by week, but the defense, I feel like if this team falls short, it's going to be because of that.
It's definitely a concern. I would totally agree. But they did hold the Bears to a bunch of field goals yesterday, which made the difference in the end. And at the end, the defense seals it with Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better ending.
Yeah, that third down to get the ball back, I mean, the crowd was just going insane. I think that was the loudest point that the crowd got yesterday. And it's funny because I made fun of that Chargers lady, the fan, because I was like, who watches a game like that, making those faces? That was me. I'm like, ooh, getting all into it. Like, I don't even know what kind of faces I was making, but I was so into it. And I felt like I willed that team back. I helped. I did my part. I was so loud on third down, so you're welcome.
I was doing all my jinx things too. I had the hat turned around. I refused to stand a couple times. I had to look at the board. But I will say this. Thank you, Chicago Bears, for stop letting Fields run the ball and just start handing it off.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing what the Lions have done in years past. Like, why did we stop doing what was working?
Yeah. So did you come away feeling better about the defense after this game than you did coming out of the Chargers game, or worse overall? Worse?
Yeah.
A little worse.
I'm worse.
Because, man, where are our playmakers? There was no big play except for Hutchinson at the very end, but nobody's making plays.
It feels like if Aiden Hutchinson doesn't get pressure, the Lions defense is just really vulnerable. Some of the signs of a bad defense is like committing back-breaking penalties on third down, and man, the Lions did that like 3 or 4 times when it looked like they had to stop. They couldn't contain Fields on those runs when they had everything else sort of blocked off. So yeah, it's a concern, but maybe, you played poorly on defense 2 games in a row and you were 2-0.
Yeah.
So
There's a bright spot.
there's possibly room for improvement there. So
Branch still looks like he's going to be a star in this league for a long time.
he looks
Love
like
that
a
guy.
star. Yeah. Even with the mouth guard, just weirdly.
I'm worried about his teeth in general. I feel like somebody needs.
He's going to
to
chip a tooth, man.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna wish he was wearing.
That I think is getting. He's hurt by the other rookies playing so well, and that's Jack Campbell. I really think Jack Campbell isn't going to really come into his own until next year, maybe the playoffs. But all the other rookies playing so well. I think we need to pump the brakes a little bit with expecting him to be a superstar because, man, linebacker is a really hard position to come in and learn as a rookie. So he's out there making some plays, but he looks like a rookie a lot. And I think the criticism on him needs to come back a little bit, but I think he'll be fine next year. But, man, we need some playmakers on that defense, somebody to just take over a game.
Speaking of growing pains, J-Mo only had 2 catches yesterday, but they were a first down on third down, which Jared Goff obviously is trusting him a little more if he's throwing to him on a big third down, and probably the biggest play of the game is his touchdown. So how are we feeling about J-Mo? Better?
Much better.
Much better, yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
He's catching the ball. That's a plus.
That's a start, right?
Catching the ball.
He doesn't need to have 10 catches in a game. Just get one bomb touchdown to like kind of change momentum, and that's all he needs to do. That's his role.
The plays that he's going to make are going to be big plays. So if he makes 2 or 3 of them in a game, then he's going to have a huge impact, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Hey, I just want to mention, how good is Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Oh.
Oh, he's awesome.
This dude is catching balls out of the dirt. He's running slants. He's running bombs. He's catching everything. I mean, it's unbelievable what he does. We do not appreciate him enough. They need to give him all of the money.
I'm okay signing him and making him probably one of the top 3 wide receivers in the game because he does more than just catch the ball. He sets the tone for this team. He's one of our core guys. He's a Dan Campbell guy. Lock him up. Lock him up for the next 5-6 years.
Him and Penei Sewell, because I just got that jersey. So we can't let him go. I saw an Amir Abdullah jersey yesterday. I went, ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
And that guy didn't even look good as a Lion, so that's rough.
I was wearing the black Calvin Johnson jersey, and I was
okay.
walking through the concourse, and somebody had the Roy Williams black jersey going, and we were walking right next to each other, and I thought it was awesome.
That's funny.
So, okay, then the Vikings lose at night, right? So,
Yeah, that's
2.5 game lead in the NFC North now feels so much better than a game and a half. I think we learned our lesson from moving on from the division race too quick last time, but we're feeling like pretty good, right? I mean, if you lose to the Bears, you not only are only a game and a half up, but you also have a divisional loss on your record too. So that was humongous to come back and win that game.
Huge turn of events.
Yeah.
When I watch Minnesota, I just look at their team and I'm like, they're not better than the Lions. Look at their backfield and look at our backfield. Then I just stop right there. I'm like, I'm not even worried about them.
I don't think they're better than the Lions. I do think they're dangerous. And we don't need to get into necessarily my, thoughts on the Vikings, but I do think they're a team to monitor, and I think they're a playoff team.
And when you play a team twice in 3 weeks, like we are at the end of the season, things get a little weird.
Yeah.
Especially
sometimes.
when you sandwich it with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we avoided disaster, 8-2. Packers in 3 days. Any concerns? Feeling
I
good?
really don't. I don't know how they beat the Chargers yesterday. I still don't get that, but they don't scare me. Maybe because we crushed them. I'm just gonna pull a Ben Bell and go, we're gonna cruise by them, and then the next 3, and we're gonna be sitting at 12-2, ready for those last 3 games.
Yeah. Listen, if the Ford Field PA system doesn't play "Love Stinks" after every Jordan Love throw, what are we doing? Okay, that has to be a thing.
Even on Thanksgiving, man, that's rough. All right. Well, when's the last time we weren't worried about the Packers? It's a good feeling, right?
I love it. I love it. Lions by 100 on Thanksgiving.
All right.
Easily.
Heard it here first, 9-2.
And what about that quarterback? Love stinks.
Love stinks. Yeah.
Love stinks.
Love stinks. Yeah.
Love stinks.
Love stinks.
It's a segment that could be an hour, and the productivity in this newsroom has plummeted because of the Lions right now. And Ken has wrapped himself up in a blanket, and nobody talked about that.